since he's ready, welcome back. This is week 4. We've been doing this a month now.
Mm-hmm.
Week 4 of our life as advisors. And so today, in addition to maybe giving you just kind of an idea of what the week was like as an advisor, we're also going to give you a little idea of what it's like to just be a human and still do this job. So in terms of advising, I think next week's going to be the hard week for me because we're on deadline.
Me too.
And
how did that work? We planned it.
Yeah, but then we pushed our deadline back to cover homecoming.
That's right. That's
because we want to be newsworthy, and so we're both going to be on deadline. So that means next week we're going to be here late some nights, making sure the kids have enough time to do the work they need to do. And in my personal life, I ran a 5K on Monday, on Labor Day, my first 5K ever, which kind of implies that I'm going to run another one. I don't know if that's true, but I survived. I did not throw up at the finish line, which I was actually concerned about, and I survived. So I'm kind of proud of myself for that. And I think it is important that when you're in a job like this, that you take time to exercise and have a balance, because the job can consume you if you let it. So that's my advice for this week.
That's a good piece of advice. Well, let's see. I talked a little bit last week about Pitcher Day, and it happened yesterday, and I had a substitute, so I could kind of be the go-between, I guess, between the photographers and the school and the English teachers, who are the ones who have to get the classes down to take their pictures, because here at West, English is the only class that every student takes all year, every year. And so the English teachers kind of have to
sacrifice instructional time to accomplish menial tasks.
So I ran that, so that was great. It was a lot less stressful than I thought it would be, honestly. Aside from a couple of bumps here and there, it went off without a hitch. So yeah, it was great. And just like Miss Rouse, I have deadline next week too for the yearbook. Going to get some pages out there. We have some finished right now. We're just editing, and I think it's in a good way. I think both of us are actually on for our job. Talking about personal life this week, my van, I have an 11-year-old van, and it stopped working. It wasn't going to work anymore, so I had to trade that in for a new car. That was fun. I had to drive my car from Bellevue, Nebraska to the northwest side of Omaha, and my car overheats when you go 2 miles. And so, if you don't know Omaha, it's a huge area. Bellevue is the very southeast side, and the car dealer was the very northwest side. And I had to drive it there, and it didn't work, and I got stuck on L45 and L. I'm stuck there in the middle of the night, and I had to get a tow truck driver, and so I'm a little tired today because I was up until the wee hours of the morning dealing with this. But I did get a new car. I feel like I finally graduated from the minivan department because I have 2 small children, and I got a minivan when shortly after my son was born, and I don't need it anymore, and it's a glorious thing. So I think all in all, it's been a good week. It's been a good week for both of us.
I think so.
Next week, however, is deadline. We'll see what happens there.
Next week will be interesting. It will be. All right. I hope that more than 8 people watch us this week.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
If
you were one of the 8 who watched us last week, thank you for sticking with us. We appreciate it.
How are we going to become famous and not have to teach anymore if more people don't watch?
Really? Make us go viral. Send it around. Look at these 2 people who are sharing their lives about high school advising.
They're so passionate about their work. They're brilliant. I mean, really,
Really are.
Our brilliance needs to spread like a virus.
Contagion. Theaters this weekend.
All right, we better stop.